Hi, my name is Camille, and I want to share with you my experience in the ayahuasca retreat with Sarah. So what I really found to be really impactful was Sarah sharing with us, myself and the other people that I was along the on the retreat with. She shared with us the ways that the brain works and how we as individuals need to co-collaborate with the brain. And I think a lot of that is that we have these thoughts, these emerging thoughts that come up that keep us kind of trapped in our in emotions or behaviors that don't really serve us. And what I got out of my work, my pre-work with Sarah, was not only some key fundamental ideas and thoughts and con- and and subconscious connections to other people's ideas from my life, but I was able to also understand that I have the power to take control over those thoughts. And so it's kind of that observer, the I and the observer thing where it's I can then speak to and literally like talk to anything that emerges as like a problem or uh, anytime there's a behavior that I would typically do that doesn't really serve me in the highest. And that was kind of like key for me. I mean, obviously, I'd heard that over and over again over the years of self help and therapies. But I don't know, something about it this time really clicked. And I think it has something to do with that subconscious work that we do with the hypnotherapy. So for me, in hypnotherapy, I was able to really, like I said, uncover that there's a lot of connections that I have to my mother that are keeping me from me fulfilling my purpose in life. And and so the beautiful thing about ayahuasca is that ayahuasca, when you take this tea, it takes you right to the source of the things that you need to work on. And so I will say that in my experience with ayahuasca, um, I was able to, in a roundabout sort of way, ayahuasca, it's direct, but in like a way that you wouldn't have ever known that would happen. But in a roundabout sort of way, I was able to go directly to the source of the thing that needed to kind of come off and come out of me. Um, and for me, I was able to give birth to a brand new me, like a whole new Camille. And it was wonderful because I've never really been able to forgive my mother and to see my mother in a way that doesn't judge her or even judge me. And so I think ayahuasca really allowed that to happen. And so I'm really, really grateful for that because I was able to really just shed some things that I just subconsciously and cognitively have said, yeah, I forgive my mother and so forth and so on. But this got deeper, like almost like deeper into the soul and kind of let it go. So that was beautiful. And then I will say that the post work has been really, really good in the sense that, with ayahuasca, some things can come up, things don't make sense, things don't connect sometimes. I mean, anything can happen in ayahuasca. And so it's really helpful to have someone else there who not only understands ayahuasca and the experience of ayahuasca, but understands how the brain works in the subconscious. And so Sarah has really worked with me to see my visions through and really helped me to like understand what steps, like strategic steps that I need to take in order to get myself from point A to point B. And it's been a real blessing to be able to have had this experience, and not to mention that um, anytime you're doing something in a group, it can be difficult, it can be challenging, but this group was just so good, we were all hungry for change, and really enjoying connection. And so I think it was a really, really good group. And so if you want to do ayahuasca, if you really want to get to the root of an issue or a concern that you're having, if you're at a crossroads, if you're kind of confused going back and forth about some things, I think ayahuasca is a good idea. Um, but go into it with an open heart, an open mind, because anything can happen. I think there's this idea and this perception that people are going to hallucinate, and but the truth of the matter is that my experience, there was almost no hallucinations. There were some fuzzy ones, but mostly mine was a body and a spiritual experience. I mean, it was so deep. So I would say go into it with knowing that ayahuasca is going to show you and give you exactly what you need, but have no expectations about how that comes about, because it can come in a myriad of different ways. And again, some of the visions or the experiences that you might have may leave you like, what? What was that? Okay, that's great, but what do I do now? And I think that's why you use someone like Sarah, who can help you integrate your experience with ayahuasca into your everyday life. So I hope that was helpful. I hope that was beneficial to everybody. And see you soon. Bye.